my name is Simeon Ching. Today I'm going to explain about the hypothesis test for one population mean when standard deviation is known as a large sample. With the critical value approach to hypothesis testing, we choose a cutoff point based on the significance level of hypothesis test. The criterion for deciding whether to reject the null hypothesis. They divided into three, that is, rejection regions, non-rejection regions, and critical value. Hence, if the value of the test statistic fall in the rejection regions, reject the null hypothesis. Otherwise, do not reject the null hypothesis. Next, distributions of the standardized test statistics and the rejection regions. For the two-tailed test, the null hypothesis is rejected when the test statistics is either too large or too small. The rejection regions consist of two parts, that is, on the left and on the right. For the left-tailed test, the null hypothesis is rejected when the test statistics is too small. The rejection regions only consist one part, that is, on the left. For the right-tailed test, the null hypothesis is rejected only when the test statistics is too large. The rejection regions only consist one part, that is, on the right. Next is the sign in alternative hypothesis rejection regions. However, because of the central limit theorem, the one-mean z-test will work well when the sample size is large, regardless of the distributions of the variables. The test statistic for one-mean z-test is sample mean minus null hypothesis and divided by standard deviation that divide the square root of number item in the sample. Next, one-mean z-test critical value approach. To perform a hypothesis test for a population mean, we have to make sure that it's a simple random sample, normal population or large sample, and standard deviation is known. Furthermore, step the test procedure for a test of hypothesis concerning a population mean when the sample size is large. Step 1. If the null hypothesis is mean equal mean hypothesis, we need to decide the alternative hypothesis whether it's two-tail, left-tail, or right-tail. Step 2. Decide on the significance level, that is alpha. Step 3. Compute the value of the test statistic. Step 4. Use table tool to find the critical value. Step 5. If the value of the test statistics fall in the rejection region, reject the null hypothesis. Otherwise, do not reject the null hypothesis. Step 6. Interpret the result of the hypothesis test. Remember, the hypothesis test is exact for normal population and is approximately correct for large sample for non-normal population. When to use the one-mean z-test? For small samples, size is less than 15. For moderate sample, size between 15 and 30. For the large sample, size 30 or more. For the small sample, the z-test should be used only when the variable under consideration is normally distributed or very close to being so. For sample of moderate size, the z-test can be used unless the data contain outlier or the variables under consideration is far from being normally distributed. For the large sample, the z-test can be used essentially without restriction. Hence, if outliers are present and their removal affect the conclusion, use a different procedure or take another sample. On the other hand, if outliers are present but their removal is justified, the procedure can be used. For example, the mayor of a large city claimed that the average of families living in this city is at least $300,000. A random sample of 100 families selected from this city produced a mean of $288,000 with a standard deviation of $800,000. Using this 2.5% significance level, can you conclude that the mayor claim is false? Step 1. For the null hypothesis, mean is at least $300,000, and for the alternative hypothesis, is mean less than $300,000, that is $288,000. Step 2. The significance level is 2.5%, or we can write as alpha equals 0.025. Step 3. Compute the test statistics by using the formula and the data given. Step 4. The sign less than in the alternative hypothesis indicates that the test is left-tail. Hence, from the table 2, critical value is equal to negative 1.96. 5. The value of z from step 3 is equal to negative 1.50. It is larger than the critical value. It falls in the non-rejection regions, hence do not reject the null hypothesis. Step 6. Interpret the result. Hence, the answer is At the 2.5% significance level, the data provides sufficient evidence to conclude that the mean of families living in this city at least $300,000.